So for this deep dive, we have some really fascinating sources. They're all about these systems of ultimate consequence.
Yeah, and we're looking at this deep paradox of global stability, this idea that you can build peace on an absolute, undeniable threat.
And what's so compelling is that the sources really ground this in the human factor. The people who actually have to run the machine.
Absolutely. The hook for me, what really grabbed me, was the sensory detail. It says the bunker didn't smell like the end of the world.
Not at all.
It smelled of, floor wax, stale coffee, and that faint electric smell of ozone.
And right there, in that incredibly mundane setting, we meet our two operators, Elias and Victor, connected by the hotline.
They're the ones running what the sources call the escalation engine, a machine designed to prevent war by making it unthinkable.
But it's an engine that runs on paranoia, right? Every single action is seen as a threat.
It's a perfect feedback loop of fear. Elias runs a simple software update, just maintenance.
And on Victor's screen, his sensors interpret that as a potential act of aggression, something that demands an immediate counterpatch.
Which is the key insight here. From a distance, a shield looks exactly like a sword.
So this constant threat perception just fuels this jagged mountain range of growth in the nuclear arsenals. You can't stop building.
You can't, because stopping looks like weakness. And that leads to this very strange, suffocating piece they call the stalemate plateau.
A plateau that's only possible because of perfect second strike capability.
Which, is really just a simple guarantee. It means even if you launch first and wipe us out completely,
We could still hit you back.
we can still hit back, we guarantee it. So nobody wins, ever. Stability through assured failure.
But maintaining that stability,
Yeah.
the cost is just astronomical. The sources call it resource diversion. We're talking trillions.
Trillions of dollars pulled from parks, from schools, hospitals, you name it, all just to keep the cooling fans spinning in that bunker.
It's a tax on society, but it's also, it's a personal tax too.
Oh, deeply personal. Look at that anecdote about Elias's daughter. She wanted to be a botanist. She wanted to grow things, to make gardens.
And instead.
Instead, she becomes a code auditor, spends her life staring at screens, hunting for ghosts in the machine, so her father doesn't accidentally end the world. The system just consumes their lives.
So they build this perfect, unbreakable, stable system, but then its own weight, its own complexity, becomes the single point of failure.
That's the fragility collapse. It starts with this sickly amber pulse on a monitor for subsystem 9 alpha, just a tiny glitch.
A tiny glitch that the system instantly magnifies.
It does. Because across the line, Victor's sensors don't see a glitch. They see a pre-launch sequence. The escalation engine just kicks back on.
And suddenly that theoretical risk of accidental launch is very, very real.
It's palpable. Victor confirms his hand is on the key. His superiors are on the line screaming at him to follow the protocol, the dynamics of MAD.
The machine is now dictating the outcome. It's demanding they follow the logic to the end.
So what's the point of the human in the loop if the system says the crash is inevitable?
Well, that's the moment. Elias looks at that amber light, he hears the alarms, and he just makes a choice.
He says they built the machine out of fear, yes, but they're still the ones who decide if the sun comes up tomorrow.
He chooses the garden.
He chooses the garden. He takes his hands completely off the console. He defies the machine's logic.
And the system just groans. The monitors are screaming, but his human choice overrides the program.
And the amber pulse just fades. That's the human limit being reached. It wasn't about economics or strategy anymore. It was a moral decision.
So the ultimate lesson, when you boil it all down, is that these complex systems we build out of fear, out of the dark.
They're still subject to human choice. The operator is the final moral authority.
The sources say when Elias walked out of that bunker, the air didn't smell like ozone anymore. It smelled like rain. So here's the thought for you to take away. If the world was saved not by better tech, but by one person choosing the garden over the program, what other inevitable dynamics in our own lives could be reversed just by choosing to stop?